To begin syncing your task from HubSpot to your calendar, you will need to connect CalendarSplice to your HubSpot account and to your Google or Microsoft Outlook account. Connecting to HubSpot will allow CalendarSplice to retrieve and update your task from HubSpot. Connecting to your calendar will allow us to create and update events to your calendar, as well as listen out for changes you make to those events. To connect to HubSpot, click the Connect button, and if you're not already logged into HubSpot, you'll be prompted to do so. Once logged in, or if you're already logged in as we are here, HubSpot will inform you of what permissions CalendarSplice needs to sync your task. Once you click the Grant Access button, you'll be returned back to CalendarSplice and should see that your HubSpot connection is established. We'll first demonstrate connecting to Google Calendar, and then syncing data between your HubSpot account and your Google Calendar, then show the same demonstration when connecting to Outlook. To connect to your Google Calendar, click the Connect button. You may need to log into Google or select which Google account you want to connect to. Google will then inform you of what permissions CalendarSplice needs to read and write data to and from your calendar. Once you click the Allow button, you'll then be returned back to CalendarSplice and should see that your Google Calendar connection is established. Now that you have a connection to both HubSpot and to a calendar, you can enable task syncing by clicking the checkbox labeled Enable Task Syncing and click the Save button. Now that syncing is enabled, let's create a task in HubSpot. We'll give the task a due date, a note, a reminder, and then click the Save button. Syncing can sometimes take a few minutes, but once it's complete, you should see the event show up in your calendar. You may need to refresh the page occasionally to see it, but once you open up the event, you'll see that the event data is similar to the task data from HubSpot. So, let's make a few changes to the event, such as the body, the date, the time, and let's add a reminder to the event notification settings. Let's click the Save button and navigate back to HubSpot. Once you refresh the page in HubSpot and open up the task, you'll see that the changes made to the calendar event were synced back to the HubSpot task. Now let's go through the same demonstration, but this time with the Outlook calendar connection. To connect to your Outlook calendar, click the Connect button. You may need to log into Outlook, and then Microsoft will then inform you of what permissions CalendarSplice needs to write and read data from and to your calendar. Once you click the Yes button, you'll then be returned back to CalendarSplice and should see that your Outlook calendar connection is established. As we did earlier, we create a task in HubSpot and give it a due date, a note, a reminder, and click Save. When syncing is complete, you'll see that a new event has been added to your calendar, again, maybe with a couple of refreshes. If we open up the event, we can see that the event data is similar to the task data from HubSpot. We can make a few changes to the event. We'll change the title, the body, the date and time, and reminder settings as we did before, and we'll click the Save button and navigate back to HubSpot. Once you refresh the page in HubSpot and open up the task, you'll see that the changes made to the calendar event were again synced back to HubSpot. And that's it. If you have any questions or comments about syncing or other topics, please feel free to reach out to us at team@calendarsplice.com. Thank you.